On WSGI AM 1100, Springfield's God Informer.
One street over there's a life I could have known, one beyond my wildest dreams. Maybe that road could have carried me to streets of gold, but things aren't always as they seem. Looking back on all the chances that I missed, some I held, some slipped away. One street over where my memories exist, I wondered what would change, I really couldn't say. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known, that would have kept me from the one I had today. Times gone by, I've traded black dirt into clay. I thought my memories would end. One street over's now 1,000 miles away. When I close my eyes, I'm back to where I've been. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known, that would have kept me from the one I had today.
Hello, everyone. This is 1100 WSGI. I'm U-Turn LaVern. Let me see if I can say it. I'm U-Turn LaVern, and this is One Street Over. What's going on One Street Over from where you live? And we're going to be talking about what positive is going on One Street Over from where you live in on today's show. My dear, sweet friend, the beautiful Sarah Ricciardi is in the house. StayPositive.News. You've even got the whole news thing going on your shirt there.
I do. I wish I could find somebody that would print our headlines on a shirt. I'm sure I could.
There's got to be somebody.
Yeah, there's got to be.
There's got to be somebody out there.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Sarah was driving in and she was like, "Hey, I'll be there in because I was still signing on. You weren't late.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right on time." She said, "What a beautiful sunrise." And I mentioned that just a little bit yesterday. The last few days, the sunrise has been spectacular.
It like hit me, in the rear view, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, it's absolutely
brilliant.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
and it's been when I'm driving into the studio, I get it coming up Lawrence Lane as it's still just kind of coming up over the horizon.
Nice.
And it was just I stopped a couple of days and took pictures, and I thought if anybody's behind me, they're going, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
It doesn't do it justice, but it's when you can still stare into it and see it without it blinding you. And man, the sunrise has been just awesome. We were doing our walk and saying our prayers this morning super early, and I was like, Lord, those sunrises have been good job. Good job, Dad.
I know.
But anyway, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Yeah, I am.
Well, you look well.
Well, thank you. I'm awake.
There you go. Absolutely.
I'm awake. Yeah. No, we're doing well. And it was funny because I got ready yesterday. I was working on the story to publish this morning, and it's a compilation, kind of an homage to local sports, and it's the cheer teams because they get left out a lot. And your Greenbrier high school girls did awesome, and so their pictures in my article. Lovely. And I thought, how perfect.
Yes, they're third in the nation in their division, and our showstoppers did great too. They did because you have your dance teams too. So
Yeah.
Theirs is just, they did, I think they were 10th overall for hip hop, and they did I mean, they're just all did so great. We're
Yes.
so
Yeah.
thrilled with them.
And consistently great too. I mean, it's
Yes.
year after year
Yeah.
that they show up.
What's really fun is they got to go to Disney while we were on snow break,
I
which
know.
was lovely for all of us teachers because typically our showstoppers
Yes.
and our cheerleaders get a little behind because
Yes.
they're,
Yeah.
and it's and I was tickled to not have them out of class.
Yeah.
Having kids out. This is something we talked with Dr. Weeks about yesterday. When you let your kids just randomly miss, don't do that. I cannot imagine being a math teacher and teaching the tougher subjects that are
Yeah.
tested subjects and trying to keep them up to date. I get so frustrated. I will sit there and I'll give instruction and a kid will come up immediately and ask me, and I just said it.
You just said, yeah.
And then when you have them that missed and want you to start over, it's like, I'm sorry, ask your classmate because
Yeah.
we're moving on. And
Yep.
I cannot keep reteaching this.
No.
It's just, I have to reteach stuff constantly and super basic stuff in my curriculum. I can't imagine what math teachers and English teachers and science teachers and biology teachers and
They're angels. That's what they
God
are.
bless them. Chemistry, all you guys are history. God bless you. God, I
Yeah.
know you're just like, oh, I've told you that 1,000 times. Listen.
I know.
Yeah.
And our oldest is in college now. She's a freshman, and she will come home and she will say, "Mom, I had the best teachers in high school," because so much of what she's doing like anatomy and physiology now
Oh, yeah.
at the college level, and she's like, "I'm basically teaching myself, Mom." Like,
Yep.
I mean, that's kind of, and she goes, "Were it not for my high school teachers, I would be in trouble because of the foundation." And yeah, I mean,
And that's
it's a big
what
deal.
That's what a lot of them find out when they get into college, is that they are oftentimes having to drive the ship themselves. And I'm telling you, my son that is an engineer really badly had to. He had a lot of professors that just were not awesome.
Right.
And so he had to go in and get the content with
Yeah.
YouTube programs and things like that because you have to have the content to be an engineer. You
Yes.
just have to.
Yes.
And so he's like, they're going to test me on stuff that they're not adequately teaching. So I'm going to have to go in, teach myself, and learn how to do it. And so, man, you need that self-motivation.
Yeah,
So
you really do.
Kristlyn Mercer's like, hello.
Oh,
She's
hi,
so funny.
Kristlyn.
So
I get to see her today.
appreciate her doing all the shares and
Yes.
remind y'all to share it, not only just the WSGI page, share and follow, but also share and follow U-Turn LaVern Vivio. And the more shares you put out there and the more you follow, the more exposure we do to the content, and that just gets the word out about what's going on in our fabulous community.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
share and follow both of those pages, and we would just really appreciate it. And also share and follow StayPositive.News.
Yes,
There you go.
absolutely.
Let's get them all in there.
That's right.
Kristlyn's great about doing all those shares. I'm
she
like,
is,
I love it
yeah.
when she's on there. I'm like, share away, darling.
Yeah.
You just go do it.
And tagging people.
Tagging, yes,
yeah,
yes,
she's
yes,
all
yes.
about it. I
So
know.
where are we going to start?
So, yeah, well, why don't we start with ABBA Centers of Tennessee? It's ABA Centers. We did a little feature, and so I always love to bring you the top stories from the past month. And this one was a feature on a particular family, and the center is located in Goodlettsville. They don't live too far from me, but their son is a nonverbal autistic child. And so the story just kind of chronicles a little bit of their journey and gives a whole lot of hope, because you go from a family and parents who didn't really know what to do, were overwhelmed with it. Obviously, you feel isolated in that, right? Because anytime we have anything happen, we can feel it's that lie of the enemy, right? That
Oh, yeah.
we're the only ones dealing with it. And it moved from that point to the mom finally, she was like, I released it. And I was like, okay, Lord, let's go see what we can do. And within a few months, LaVern, he is communicating. Now, it's not verbal in terms of words, but he is communicating with his parents. And can you imagine? I mean, I interviewed them and I'm like tearing up, because I think, wow, that's powerful. Only a few months, and here they're able to communicate with their child, which is beautiful.
And
Beautiful
I
story.
love that. And it's the don't lose hope. How ABA is it? The ABA Centers of Tennessee is helping one Goodlettsville fan celebrate every win. I just love that. I just think that's wonderful. And what did you say ABA stands for?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
Acronyms.
It's an acronym, yeah.
Let's see here. I'm looking.
Behavioral something.
Let's just like that's okay.
I need the second
ABA,
cup of coffee.
But no, well, we're all about acronyms in schools.
We are. I know.
I'm always doing that too.
It's autism is their focus.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm always doing that to anybody in school.
Yeah.
Because they're the worst about acronyms. I'm like, can you please tell me what you mean? Because they just assume I know what they're talking about. And
So
it's like, I did not come from the world of acronyms.
You know, and business jargon has acronyms too, right?
Yeah.
So I'll get emails, and you know, I'm not from a corporate business background. That's not me. So I would get emails, and it would say EOD, and I'd be like, okay, I'd have to Google it.
Yeah, I do too, all the time.
End of day. Okay, why did we not just say that? You're typing. No,
absolutely.
It's not hard.
I am always having to get on there and Google this stuff, and that's hysterical. But you've got a link in there for the ABA Centers of Tennessee, and that'll take you right to it. And those little stinkers, even in there. They don't have applied behavioral analysis therapy. Oh,
You found it.
I knew I could find it.
Good.
I was like, if you on your website do not have it defined, I'm going to get you.
Yeah.
But it's Applied Behavioral Analysis Therapy, ABA Therapy, Autism. My son, who is a clinical counselor, who is absolutely brilliant and does a beautiful job. Oh, acronym. He is so acronymed out. And all of his specialty things that he's trained in and certified in, he's like, I'm certified in blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, stop.
He has to have this long after his name, right?
Yeah. So anyway, it's really funny. All right, we're talking with Sarah Ricciardi. This is StayPositive.News Day, and I just love how you guys are growing. I mean, y'all just seem to just really be getting it done.
Yes.
And that is just thrilling for me because I love seeing this kind of thing win.
Yes, absolutely. We're over, I just had to do a report. So we, the past 28 days grew by over 2,000 or had over 2,000 new visitors to the website.
Awesome.
Which is awesome. And so it's the power of rewriting the script, right? Of what news is, what social media is. I've been talking a lot. I talk about it a lot, but when it starts affecting your family too more and more, and you're seeing it, and it's not just the younger generation either. It's the older generation when we're scrolling.
Yep.
And it affects us, right? It affects our perception of the world, and it is a powerful thing and a dangerous thing. I mean, it is dangerous if you allow the wrong voices in. And so, yeah, we love that we're growing, consistently growing.
Well, it's just like I'm looking at the Lion Man. And you know what I didn't realize is that that this winter storm had a name.
I know, I didn't either until I started writing it.
I was looking at that and I was like, really? Just like our hurricanes?
I know.
It was Winter Storm Fern.
Yeah.
I had no idea
God bless anyone named Fern now, right?
Yeah, I know. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I did not know they named our winter storms.
Yeah.
Well, and that's why we're probably going to, get a little bit of relief on our days out from school because we were out for 2 weeks. Yes. And so Dr. Weeks said that they're appealing to the governor to the state to get a waiver on some of our days because the reality is at this point, I mean, we're not halfway through February, and sometimes February is our worst winter month. Now it looks good for the next couple of weeks as we kind of look ahead. We're looking at mild temps and we're like, but that doesn't mean that last week of February, first part of March is not going to be a bear. Because a lot of times it is. Yeah. And so, we could be coming back from spring break and have snow. That's what people don't realize.
Yeah.
Because our spring break starts on the 16th and we could easily have snow on into the end of March. It happens early April.
Yes. I remember Easter having snow before.
Yes, it can happen.
Yeah.
And too, he also mentioned that sometimes these will have tornadic activity or high winds and heavy rain that you have to call school. And so they don't want to have the pressure of going, well, we don't have any days left. And so they believe they're going to end up waiving some of them because of the disaster that the ice storm was.
Good.
So we're waiting to hear. But now I'll tell you one thing. In Robertson County, originally on your original calendar, March 2nd, which is the first Monday in March, was going to be a professional development day for teachers. That has been changed to an instruction day, which means kids will be in class.
Okay.
So they pulled that one back. So that means we're only going to be one day over as of right now.
Okay.
So that helps a little bit,
Good.
but we are keeping our President's Day holiday on Monday. And Dr. Weeks didn't think we had time to reel that one back in and say, hey, we're going to go ahead and go on President's Day. He's like,
Plans are already made.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Too many people have got the stuff on the calendar. But
Yeah.
anyway, but I do love that y'all put in there about the linemen because
Yes.
God bless them.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And all those that were out on those roadways. I was in Kentucky over the weekend. My nephew, I talk a lot about him. He works for the city of Mayfield. And of course, he was the one who he had just helped put up Christmas decorations when the tornado came through. And it was just devastating. And it's just still, you know, when we drive through the city, it's just like, wow, it's gone.
It totally changes
It's nothing,
everything.
There's nothing familiar there anymore, right in the heart of Mayfield. But nonetheless, he had to work because his brother and sister and his sister-in-law, one of his brothers and sister-in-law are teachers like myself.
Okay.
And we were there a couple of times over the snow break. And we were talking about having time off from school. And he goes, well, I worked through it. I'm one of the heroes. Because he was out running the plows and all that.
Yeah.
And
100%.
our hero.
I know. Every time I saw any of them by our, because we live off of 76, like towards Portland, so they'd go by and we'd all get excited.
Yay!
Like, you're awesome.
We love you. Because it is a lot for those folks. I mean, we see snow days and we're like, snow. And they're like, oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard on there. Yeah. They showed up in our driveway. And I went out and it was, you know, just offering them whatever I could. And their faces were so red from the cold and the wind. I mean, it just made me hurt just looking at them. Definitely
but we do love our linemen, and I do appreciate that y'all put that story up there.
Yeah. We also did a community spotlight on one in particular because I have a friend that's a lineman, so I knew I could get information pretty quick from his wife. So we did that, and it was, of course, one of our most liked and shared. And I had everybody tag the linemen and women that they know. There are actually women that do it too. I don't
believe it.
But yeah, it's a crazy job. And he had to get, the lines were down and the live wires were down, and they're down in the woods, right, LaVern, in these country areas. And he had to take, like, what is it, a mule or a side-by-side? What is that? To try to get up in there because you just couldn't reach it with the truck.
And that's what people don't realize. And I don't know. I know I had one of my students come in that said they only got their power restored last Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were out that long. And I mean, I had a lot of friends that were without power that just hit some of these rural areas where trees just had to be dealt with and removed before they could even think about getting the lines back up.
Yep.
So my goodness, it was a lot. But I just love that y'all see those things and you don't let them fall through the cracks, and you hold them up. So that's what StayPositive.News is all about. So I hope you're following and sharing and all the things. So what else have you got you want to share?
So we'll go ahead and talk about the next one of our biggest stories. That was the one we did on Portland. It's just kind of a summary story on how they responded to the storm. Every community, that we in Robertson and Sumner County showed up, right? It's what we do here. And every community did. They just happened to share a lot of details with me, so we put it into a story. And it was just neat to see the response, the community response. So, you're highlighting, and there were multiple things good that they did, different businesses, different individuals that showed up. When you highlight that, the people that read it, the people that share it, it was phenomenal. It was going all over.
Well, and I love the little restaurant.
Yes, Johnson's Crossroads. Yes. That's right near me, LaVern.
Well, and that just looks like, I've never been in there because it's just not.
I know.
It's not on my, it's not on my route. But every time I've passed it, I'll go by and I thought, that looks like a fun place.
I know. I live like literally a minute down the road. We've lived there for 13 years. The first time was this past year. How awful is that? It's really good. It's but it's busy all the time. Well,
it's
like
very,
out.
It's like a little restaurant, right?
Yeah. Breakfast and lunch is what they serve.
And that's what I've heard. It's just, they say it's just a great, it almost has like a Cracker Barrel look to it.
Yes.
It's like their own
like
little.
a hometown Cracker Barrel.
It really does. And it's just it looks like a fun little restaurant. I've got to get in there, but I do love the picture. Is that a completely real picture? Or
I-
is that
so-
somehow AI doctored?
know, I'm
I mean,
not
it
sure.
almost
It's
looks like it was
beautiful.
artistically done.
It does. Yeah.
But
It came
it's-
from Portland Chamber of Commerce, their Facebook group. So I don't know
Yeah.
who shared it or,
Yeah.
But it's, it does. It looks,
Yeah, it's really
it
wild.
looks like it could be fake.
Well, but the scenery had that look.
It did. Yeah.
It was
really
so
did.
bizarre. And
Yeah.
I mean, some of the pictures I got out in my yard was
Yeah.
just
Oh,
incredible.
Yeah.
And I had a picture of and some people didn't realize what it was, but if you go to my social media and the pictures I put up, I have a farm bell right off on my
Oh,
porch.
yeah.
And I got a picture of the bell like up close. It's very artsy kind of, but I put it up and my husband was like, yeah, it took me a minute to figure out what that was. But I just thought it was a really super cool picture because it just kind of spoke to, I'm going to show it
Yeah.
to Sarah real quick, but you can kind of,
Oh, I love
Yeah, isn't that
that.
cool?
Yeah.
I just love that. I don't know if I can really share it. I'll kind of show you, but it's kind of, to me, it kind of spoke to the
Yes.
scene that we were dealing with. But if you can
Yeah,
find it on my social media pic, but I just love the way it completely iced over that bell,
Uh-huh.
and because I
And
mean
it
it was just
stuck
such
around.
it was such a unique storm. I mean it was
Yes.
just so bizarre. But yeah, it was. But I don't know. I noticed that picture beforehand, and I mean, and then I've got video of it coming down, and yeah, this one I love that one.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that.
isn't that
Yeah.
fun?
Yep.
But out in the
Yeah.
yard, okay. But anyway, I know, that's what maybe y'all need to do an article on just the images.
Yes.
The images
yes.
of Fern.
Yep.
The
Yeah. Oh, I like
images
that.
of
Yeah.
Fern, because
Yeah.
there's,
I'm sure
I've
if we-
seen some of the most beautiful
Yes.
images.
Yes.
And that right there is one of my favorites because
I
it's
love
got
that.
the cross in the shot too. And
yeah, that's beautiful.
anyway, so, but yeah, it just, I knew y'all would do a lot of stories on the storm.
Yeah.
You would have
Yeah.
to. I mean,
I know. It's kind of epic almost, right?
Yeah, and it's so funny because Dr. Weeks was in here and he was talking about the uniqueness of this story, and he was like, "I don't know that we've had this happen since I was in middle school." And then I have friends, as recall in high school. I had one in high school.
Yeah.
We had a big ice storm in '94 when we 1st moved here, and this is going to be one of those that the kids that are in school now, they're going to be like, "Yeah, my junior year, blah 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 blah."
Yeah.
They'll
Yeah.
remember this for the rest of their life.
Yep.
That time we were out of school for 2 weeks, and it will probably supersede even the COVID, because even that just kind of seems unreal now, surreal,
Yes.
because you look back on that and you're like, did that really even happen?
I know.
That was
I
so
know.
weird,
Yeah.
but it did. But
It did. Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And we've got more stories on it coming out.
Okay.
Just a few more because there's so many. There's so many good stories.
What might be a fun story? I hadn't really thought
Mhm.
about it. The seniors that are graduating now were going into high school after COVID. So their first experiences coming out of COVID was high school.
Yeah.
So they had to go
Yeah.
from being home, their 8th grade, very important developmental year, to jumping in and being back in school. Yeah, their freshman
Yeah.
year.
Yeah. I like
And
that.
so that might be kind of an interesting thing. We were talking about, we'd actually tried to do a bit on it or some kind of a little video on it ourselves
Yeah.
about what it was like for them. I know that, and it was during the freshman year last year, I think, that maybe the freshmen that were last year were the ones, because I can't remember, but because I know
Yeah,
one
I'll look it
teacher
up.
said something about that the ones that were graduating last year at Greenbrier, they came in on COVID and went out in a tornado, because I mean they literally
Yeah.
did. I mean the storm we had at Greenbrier the night they graduated was insane. It was crazy. And they had they had tornado warnings at their prom. They just that last year's class, man, they did. Our Greenbrier class had a road now. It
Oh,
was
goodness.
something. But
Yeah.
we're talking with Sarah Ricciardi. We're talking all things StayPositive.News, all the wonderful things in the communities of Robertson and Sumner County that you want to hear, that take you away from all the heavy stuff out there that just, when you spend too much, you got to know what's going on, but when you spend too much time in that, it affects you.
Yeah.
And so we've got a better place for you to land, and that's at StayPositive.News. So
Yes.
there we go.
I love that.
So what else have you got?
Yeah, so we also did a story on adaptive swimming. Have you heard of this? So we
I have not.
she is actually a new partner with Stay Positive News, but Madeline, I'm going to say the last name wrong, Karan, I think is how you pronounce it. She owns Splash Abilities is the name of it. She teaches swim, but she specializes in children that maybe have different challenges. So a child that would normally be turned away in a swim class,
Yeah.
she gets to work with them. So you can click on that story. It's called Where Every Child Belongs, Making Waves Through Adaptive Swimming.
Okay.
And you'll see some pictures. It's just pretty beautiful. I love hearing the story because sometimes you forget, right, that certain kids might not have the opportunity to learn, and especially depending on what they are facing, water can be a really terrifying thing.
Yeah.
So for her to work with them is just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And of course, that came from realizing the need that exists and having a passion for it.
I love that. And I mean,
Yeah.
these are kids. I'm going to tell you something. When you've got kids that have got, maybe special needs kids or something like that have, learning difficulties or disabilities, oh my gosh, teaching them to swim so they don't,
Yes.
get into trouble
Yes.
is critical. When my grandchildren first, when we first started having grandkids, I scared my kids a little bit because my daughter-in-law's mother has a pool
Yeah.
right off the porch.
Oh gosh.
And I'm like, I mean, I was a lifeguard for years and taught swimming myself. And I said, you got to teach those babies to swim
Yeah.
because you don't want that tragedy. And scared them a little bit, but I think they're glad because they put them in swimming programs and got them, swimming.
Yes.
And it's just so critical. But I can't imagine if you have, water around. A lot of times you hear where a special needs child might be, wandered off or something. And that's one of the first panics is there's
Right.
water here.
Right.
And,
Right.
I think that's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing that she's doing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
I
the
love
pictures
it.
are great. The pictures
Yeah,
are
aren't
great,
they
like
fun?
you said. Yeah, they
just
really
let
are.
You see what she does, and it actually turns out. So Rachel wrote the article. I love her writer's voice. She wrote the article for us, and her Madeline, the swim instructor, her husband is actually the wrestling coach at Station Camp that we did an article on, and we didn't realize the connection until Rachel was interviewing her.
Oh, how
But
funny.
Rachel's son is actually is being coached by Madeline's
Oh,
husband.
that's great.
Because he doesn't have like a kids program. Yeah,
That's fun.
Yeah, isn't that
I
fun? So it
know.
runs in the family
I
for
love
them
it.
to work with kids and give back to the community. Yeah, super fun.
And you just have the basic reminders about, hey, we got baseball season coming up.
Yes,
Those kinds of things.
I love that picture. That
I do
that
too.
cover photo. Yeah,
I do too. And
Super
then
cute.
and then just reminding you about. I love that you've got a volunteer from CASA that shared
Yes.
their testimony is working with CASA.
Yes.
It's just so cool.
Yep.
So cool, all the different things. And you feature some businesses. Tropical Smoothie, Middle Tennessee Classic delivers big wins, big moments in
it's right
Springfield.
here. Yeah, South Haven.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
mhm.
Tropical smoothies, and I mean, just all the different things that you guys focus on, and the businesses that get highlighted and things like that.
Yeah.
That's just special.
Yeah.
But do we want to talk about Miss Mabel? Did Miss Mabel come?
Yeah,
through for
so
us?
Miss Mabel had a couple in January that
Okay.
came out. Of course, they're popular, and she is taking requests. So feel free to send her your dilemma
Okay.
that you want her to address, or just if you want, I don't know, added muscle behind your argument. You can email Sarah at StayPositive.News. So that's Sarah with an H at the end at StayPositive.News, and you can send your query, and we will pass it along to Miss Mabel because she's getting ready to actually work on a couple more. So
Well, and it's just like, what's the best simple habit that makes everyday
Yes.
life better?
yep,
Craving consistency, and that sounds like something that because my problem is, and I need to probably send something about getting organized because I'm trying.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying so hard, and I'm better, but
Yeah.
I'm still a hot mess. I'm still during the snow. I managed to get. There was a room that was full. It is now half empty.
Yay!
Junk room,
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing. And
Yep.
so it's half empty now. So that is good.
Yay.
But I got so many more spaces like that that need to be empty.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
I don't
I
know why
know.
we hang on to so much stuff.
I know. I
'Cause
know.
If we do, then when we go home,
Yeah.
then
Somebody else got to deal
somebody
with
else
it.
got to deal with it. And you know, I
They're
just
not going to keep it like you did.
no, exactly. All
I
these things are
know.
like, oh, they're going to want to see this. No, they're
No,
not.
they're not.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
I
You
know.
would you it may mean something to you.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like that. There was like an Asian lady that did. If it
Yes.
speaks to you, if it gives
Kondo,
you
Marie
joy,
Kondo.
yeah,
Yeah.
it gives you joy. So it
Yeah.
honestly and truthfully, when you're going through stuff, it shouldn't be just if it gives you joy, will it give somebody else joy?
Yes.
Well, you know, if it
Yes.
gives you joy now, but will
Yeah.
it give somebody else joy? And if the answer is
Yeah.
no, you might want to let that go too.
I know. It is hard. It is hard. And I think there's for me, because we've been in this house, like I said, over a decade now. And so I'm looking at stuff going, wow, I don't need those crayons from the girls, right? When they were like, we don't need crayons anymore.
When you have grandchildren, you will.
Yeah. Yeah. But hopefully we got a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say. I
Yeah.
was looking for crayons the other day. You know, I guess it was really probably over Christmas. The grands were there, and they were needing some crayons. But
Yeah.
we're doing some renovation and redecorating, whatever you want to call it. I can't find anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know where I've got them. I guarantee you, I've got them, but I don't
Yeah.
know where they are. I can't get to
Yep.
them. So, and how do you say crayons?
Crayons.
Crayons. little different accent there.
Yeah.
I thought that was cute.
Well, my parents are from the north. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's a northern thing, but
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Down here it's crayons.
Madison,
Crayons.
Wisconsin.
Crayons, yeah. Probably. I have to question my husband and see how
Yeah.
he says it. Every now and then there'll be a word that'll stand out. And I'm like, what
Yeah.
did you just say?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not how you say it down here. You know.
You got to draw it out a little bit more
Okay, can
down
you
here.
Demonbreum, the street.
Oh, Demumbrian.
Oh, you
but-
said it right.
But that's because I only knew that word when I moved here.
Okay, 'cause
So,
demon brewing. I've
I
heard so many people demon
yes.
brewing. And then,
But the girls had one of their favorite teachers in high school was Mr. Demumbrian.
oh yeah, well, Mr.
Yeah.
Demembrium is like a great
Yeah.
English teacher,
Yeah.
and yeah, he was at
Yes.
Greenbrier for a while.
Yes,
he is
yes. Oh, he's
fabulous.
awesome.
He is absolutely
Yeah,
fabulous.
yeah. Both of the
But-
girls just went crazy. They still, well, he's still, Karis still gets to see him.
Yeah,
Goes crazy over
yeah,
him.
he is awesome. He is just awesome. We missed him at
Oh, I bet.
Greenbrier. Yeah,
Yeah.
we lost him last year. You know,
Okay, yeah.
because I'm guessing he came to
Probably
your
the
school
end.
last year.
Yeah, yeah, he must have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, we miss you, Mr. Demembrium. So that's why. Okay, how about the soldier that helped Washington? That was and it starts with an L, and we have a street, L-A.
Lafayette? No.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
supposed to. We say
Okay.
Lafayette, and of course they say it Lafayette.
Oh, right.
People who
right.
aren't from
Yes.
here will say Lafayette. I'm
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah.
Lafayette.
And then, of course, Louisville,
Yeah,
right?
Louisville.
That's- yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I even say that one right.
Louisville, or how do other people say it that aren't from?
Louisville.
Louisville,
yeah,
right?
Louisville.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, Louisville.
Yeah.
Louisville.
Yeah.
Louisville. Well, and there's
Just
another,
blur it all together.
there's, I was listening. I got choked on my cough drop. But there was, I was listening to, we had something on during the snow break, and there was a commercial that ran, and it was
Yeah.
obviously not produced locally because they were talking about a new store coming soon in Mount Juliet.
Oh.
And I was like, you might do some market research. Mount Juliet. It about drove me nuts. And honestly, within a couple of days, it was Mount Juliet.
Okay.
I said it right. And I was like, somebody got you. Somebody got you.
Juliet, yeah.
Market research,
Like
y'all.
Romeo,
Market
yeah.
research. How do you say it? How do you
Yeah.
say it here?
It's important.
We're talking with Sarah Ricciardi, and we're talking about all things StayPositive.News. Let's go ahead and pause.
Yeah.
And let's talk about, we've got a couple of sponsors we need to mention today. We've been focusing on the shredding that they do over at the UPS store, because that is a big deal right now because it's tax season. We'll be talking about the VITA program and all that tomorrow with United Way. But if you have got, I forget how many years you have to keep your personal taxes, but if you've got those, I was going through some documents the other day and started to throw them away. And I was like, I probably need to go get that shredded, because you don't really, want to put your personal stuff out there. They got a 20% off shred coupon
Nice.
at the UPS store. And so you can go, and if you hang on, we talk about this all the time. If you hang on to your coupons, that's another one. Coupon. How do you say that one? I thought about it.
I'm going to be thinking about every word I say.
Every word now. But your coupons that you get from the UPS store, if you hang on to them, they never expire, but you do have to have it. So if you've got one from last fall, and I'm trying to think, they had a special. They'll run a special a lot of the times around graduation. So last spring, I remember they had one for the big heads. That you could do the printed face of the kids and stuff, you know. And so it was like large format printing. They had a coupon. And if you have that coupon, you can use it anytime. So if you're needing something, maybe you're going to need shredding. I file extensions on my taxes every year. I don't deal with them until fall. I got in the habit of doing that when we were running a roofing company. And so that's just what I do. And I kind of stay out of the clutter. Well, you know, so I'll be looking at shredding stuff in the fall, so I can hang on to that coupon and it'll still be good in the fall. So keep those coupons and know that you can come back and use them anytime. But go in there and see all the things that they've got going on. It is your everything store. It's what it says on the banner. They can mail anything and everything. There's nothing too big or too crazy. Bring it to them and they'll take care of it for you. They're at 513 Memorial Boulevard here in Springfield. They are also, of course, where you drop off your Amazon packages, but they have got a little kiosk, like they've got two little stations. When you walk in to the left, they've got these two little separate stations where you can ship your packages back. And I tried that for the first time. I went in there intentionally. During the snow, I had some things to return from Christmas that were just a few days from their deadline to be returned. And so what I did, even though they weren't busy, I went ahead and tried the self-serve just to make sure I knew how to do it, and it was effortless. And they were right there in case I needed help. But because I had returned things and watched them do it, I kind of knew the process, and you scan it and then just answer the questions. Super simple. So they've got two places where you can do your drop-offs yourself, or you can wait in line and they'll do it for you. It is not a problem, but just they're your everything store, from packing to shipping to graphics. They can do special graphics for you. If you have a special print job and you want to email it to them, Lee Marie's doing this all the time for her dance classes over at over
Well in the Square.
I went blank. Lee Marie, she's gonna get me. She'll be in here in a minute. But at Well in the Square, she's always getting print stuff that she'll send it to them at the UPS store, or it's store 4297 at the upsstore.com, and she can email it to them, and then they'll call her when it's ready, and then she can swing by and just pick it up. So she does that all the time. That's a great service they offer. So anything and everything, everybody, it says on the window now, the notary store. You can come in and get anything notarized. That is something that if you've ever, prior to knowing this, when I would try to find a notary, it was just a hassle. Not anymore. Everybody in there is notarized. So you can go in there and get something notarized anytime. Super convenient. The UPS store, they're at 513 Memorial Boulevard. They have hours every single day. They are open 8 a.m. until 6:30 p.m., 8 a.m. until 6:30 p.m., and then 12 to 5 on Sunday. And actually right now, they've got a closed on Saturday moniker up on their webpage right now, and I'll have to go and check that out. They may have changed their hours and not have, I think that may have just been because I know whenever they had the ice and things like that, they had one day they were out. But I'll check with Tom and make sure on that. But Monday through Friday, they're open 8 to 6:30. Sunday, they're open 12 to 5. They have hours to suit everybody's needs. They are the UPS store, your everything store, right here at 513 Memorial Boulevard in Springfield. When you get by there, always let them know that U-Turn sent you. Where are we going next, Miss Sarah?
So, well, let's talk again about Student Spotlight, because it's one of our favorites, right? And so we're always looking for students to spotlight. And this past week, we did a high school student, Jonas Talbot, and he's actually a budding entrepreneur. That's what he wants to do. He doesn't currently have a business, but got to know him more through his mom sharing. So I kind of have decided I'm going to be a little like Detective LaVern, and I'm going to just scout places and see who's talking about who. And then I'm going to go and pull them. And so his school did a little shout out to him, and I was connected with his mom, so I was able to reach out and ask some fun questions. But it's a great spotlight. We want to spotlight kids all the way from elementary through high school, just as a reminder of the good that is out there, right? Because a lot of times, and you and I talk about this probably every time, a lot of times people see kids or especially teenagers and they just have a negative attitude. And so it's great to see all the good that is happening and all the good that they're doing in their day-to-day life, like just normal.
And this, you feature the ministry that they do through sports. And I've seen a couple of young people that have done that, and how impactful that is and how special that is that they taught. Of course, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, but this is where they'll go and do mission work that is connected specifically to their sport. I had a friend, well, it's sort of well, it is family, but anyway, young man that one of our family members married, he did that through basketball and traveled and did all this, just an amazing thing that he did. And so I love seeing that and that connection that they can make through their sport with people that maybe they can't reach otherwise. I think that's great. And that picture of him is excellent too, with his baseball glove and all that. It's really great. It's really great. But I love that y'all feature the students.
It's so important, right, for them. And I mean, parents love sharing, so
yes,
they want to share. Families want to share. Yeah, we really love it. For sure.
So,
And
so we got to get with Mr. Valines to get
I
some
know.
of our kids in there.
Yeah.
We got a bunches of them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I should just pull Chris and Haley, right, and just do one on them.
There you go.
They're awesome. Yeah.
For sure. But we've got that's one thing. I want to do something about our talent show we're doing. We had White House Heritage does a talent show at Christmas that my friend Muriel Barnett was part of and helped facilitate before she retired. I don't know that they're still doing it because you got to have somebody to do it, so you got to have somebody to take the reins on it. And so one of my favorite things when I was in high school was talent show. And so they do things that are connected to theater and that kind of, but it almost feels like you almost have to be connected some way to theater or choir to even know about it when it's coming up. And so I told them last year, I said, I want us to do a talent show. And I guess the reason why was because I had so many kids when I would kind of do my little get to know you questionnaire. I had several say they play guitar, and then I'd get to research, and I'm like, oh, you play guitar very well. And so, and I've just been watching the relationships that have developed from it, and we're getting ready to have another one.
Yay.
And it's going to be right after spring break. But I've got to write you something up about our talent show and what it's done and the relationships it's built. Because when you give kids opportunities to connect, they'll blow your mind. They'll just blow your mind at what they'll come up with. And but it's sure been fun to watch. It's been so much fun. I was watching two of the kids yesterday that are just two guys that neither one of them knew the other one played. One's a guitar player, one's a drummer. And I'm fairly sure that they didn't even know each other existed until the talent show, and they just seem like they're just, best friends now. And it's just so much fun to witness, and just that connection with them. So
and that reason
really
to
cool.
connect, right? The reason to connect, and
So,
that's
but well, Mr. Perry's music I would have to have inspired that, because that's what he always taught me, is that you can give a kid an instrument or help them sing or something like that, but if they don't have somebody to do it with, they lose interest. They got to have a place to connect with that. That's why so many brilliant vocalists and things come out of churches. They're like, well, where'd you sing first? Well, in church. Because you got to have a place to do it and a place to grow.
A safe place to grow.
Exactly. But nonetheless, I digress. Talking with Sarah Ricciardi about all the Stay Positive news, StayPositive.News here in Robertson and Sumner County. And we're enjoying our visit. And I know we're going to have Lee Marie coming in here for another full hour of local programming right after this show. So don't you go nowhere. She'll be here with a Ghost Show. And we'll look forward to hearing from her. So what else you got for us?
Well, let's talk, let's circle back to the CASA volunteer piece that we did. So I've had the joy of getting to know Kathy Williams from CASA a little bit more. And she, they're always looking for volunteers, right? You're just always looking for volunteers. But it's one thing to ask for volunteers. It's another to show and give a picture of what that experience is like. And so that's what we were doing with that piece. And it was written by one of their volunteers. And so check it out in there on StayPositive.News and just see, because if you're looking for a place to serve or maybe just have a heart for kids, you know, it is a wonderful organization to be a part of. They're doing meaningful work. And Kathy is great too. I just speak about her because I know her more, but would be great about fielding questions, really kind of getting to know you to know if it's a good fit as well. So never feel like, oh, if I show interest, then I'm like locked in, because they want it to be a good fit for you as well. And there's other ways you can support that organization, but it's the acronym, right? So it's Court Appointed Special Advocates.
Yes, you're correct. Yeah, and I know Leah very well, and so she's been on the program a few times. We try to get them in for the Boo Bash Dash every year because they have that.
Yeah.
That's their big fundraiser. Right at Halloween, people dress up and run and walk and do all that, and it's just super fun event. But the Court Appointed Special Advocate, if you're not familiar with it, what they do is, like, if you have a kid that ends up in the court system, while they're in that, they could have 5 different social workers that handle what they're doing and all the different people that they'll see in the courts, but their CASA won't change.
Yeah.
They keep that CASA, they keep that court appointed special advocate there with them, that's somebody familiar with, that's going to have their back and watch. And I mean, and under extraordinary circumstances, I'm sure it happens.
Right.
I know a few years ago they had one of their, awesome volunteers that just suddenly passed away.
Oh,
It was just such a loss, and not just to that community, but the man volunteered in a couple of other nonprofits around town, and apparently it was just huge hit losing him. But I know he was also a CASA.
Yeah.
And so, that happens. And so under those circumstances, but for the most part, you're gonna have the CASA that you're assigned from the very get-go, and those kids will have that familiarity that just it's just a game changer for them. It really is.
Yeah.
So I've known a lot of CASAs over the years, and they're all extremely special people.
Yes. Yes. They have a heart and a calling for it, right?
You better believe it.
Yeah.
You better believe
Yeah.
it. But it's a great program. I love that y'all. As soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah. I know. It is such a cool program. Such a cool program.
Yeah.
But so that's another one for you to read. I mean, there's just so many in here.
I know, so many.
And again, y'all are just getting it done. I mean, you've got just one after another. And how many people do you have writing for you now on a regular basis?
So we rotate through about 5, if I'm going in my head correctly, about 5. And then I do a lot of the writing, and Rachel also steps in. So that's 5 plus the 2 of us. But yeah, we do. The goal is to consistently have about 4 articles at least a week that come through, and keep everything fresh with the what's going on category. So if you're ever wondering what's going on, click over to that category and you'll kind of see the more timely pieces on what's happening. Your city in Springfield is amazing at sending me updates constantly. They're really great about that. So I do like the youth baseball, right, and softball that came from them, because they're great at doing that. And then of course local sports, we try to keep that updated. Positive news, obviously, we keep that one updated, and then lifestyle as well. Those are going to be the ones that are updated regularly. And Miss Mabel, she's her own category.
She is her own category. I love it. It's so funny. I went on what's going on, and just now when you said that, I clicked. And there's the one that says top 10 stories of 2025. And then I also love that you have on here the places to give blood. This is a question my husband had just the other day. He said, I need to start giving blood more regularly. What do I do? And so I can tell him to go look at that. And my friend also too kind of gave him some guidelines on giving blood, because they do that locally in so many different ways in so many different places, but you just got to know where they are set up.
Right.
So I love that y'all have that in here. Y'all have that in here. So very good. And some changes at Vol State, expanding.
Yes.
New and promoted employees. Vol State's one that cannot say enough from my perspective, what they do with media. The head of their media department over there, Steve Bosher, he is a 5-time Grammy Award winning sound engineer.
Wow.
And the kids, because of Tennessee Promise, can go
Yeah.
study
Under him.
under him
Yeah.
for free
Yeah.
and have access
Incredible.
to the studio that they've built, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I mean, just
Incredible.
that program. Oh, I mean, Steve would be one for y'all to.
That's what I'm like writing
he's
down
so
here.
good. He's actually going to be in my classroom next Wednesday,
Isn't he?
speaking to my class.
Can
Because
you?
I try to,
Yeah.
yeah, I can get you some info on him. But,
Thank you.
oh yeah, I mean, you go into his office and he's got Grammy sitting there.
Wow.
And that, I mean, yeah. He's huge. He's a huge deal.
Yeah.
When they first told me that, I was like, no, because I mean, first time I met him, they were saying,
Yeah.
oh yeah, he's a Grammy award winner, and I was like, probably thought it was some obscure thing, and it's like, oh
Right.
no, 5-time Grammy award winning a sound engineer, and I don't know how many. I have to ask him every time, how many number one hits did you do the engineering on? And it's
Wow.
a lot. It's a lot.
A
And
lot.
oh yeah.
Oh,
and,
my
and
goodness.
your kids can study. And being here, it blows my mind. To me, it's one of the best kept
Yeah.
secrets in
Yeah.
the area.
Yeah.
That the kids coming out of high school that have an interest in this,
Mm-hmm.
you can go study with him for free if you just keep your grades up and get your Tennessee Promise. I mean, good
Yeah.
land.
Wow.
That is priceless.
Yep.
And so, anyway, I just think
That's
that's
incredible.
phenomenal. But yeah, as soon as I saw Vol State, I'm like, oh yeah, you need to feature Steve in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool stuff.
I like that. Yeah. I went
Pretty cool
to
stuff.
so they did a 8th grade career exploration fair.
Oh yeah.
Right over there at Highland Rim campus. It's a beautiful campus. I love it. So yeah, it was fun. I got to hang out over there and share positivity.
Positivity.
All morning long.
Positivity.
Yeah.
For sure. And
Yeah, with 8th
positivity.
graders.
I love it. I love
Yep.
it. Let me go ahead and do my last break
Yes.
here, and then we'll get right back to it and continue on with StayPositive.News. But one of the most positive things that I get to associate with are Barry and Rebecca Richards with Exit Prime Realty. They are awesome. They are great friends of the program. We're going to be coming up very quickly on the Open Door Pregnancy and Resource Center. Big extravaganza, their big banquet where that is their big fundraiser of the year. Barry and Catherine and their film company, they do the video for that every year and do a phenomenal job. But that just is a testament to, number one, how Barry and Rebecca are always looking to be involved in the community and make a difference. So, I mean, that right there makes you want to work with them. And also, too, to the talent he has when it comes to making sure anything you have is packaged properly and seen in the absolute best light so people don't miss it. When they're flipping through listings, I mean, digitally, they do it so quick. They pull up a zip code and they just start flipping through them. And if it doesn't pop off the page, whether it be first those initial images, if they're not high quality images, it is not going to catch their attention. And then when they click on it, it's like, they don't have any kind of details. They don't have a walkthrough tour, maybe some drone footage, great videography. They might not give it another look. Well, you've got that whole package with Barry because of his marketing background. He was a vice president of a media marketing company for 17 years before he went full-time into real estate. Rebecca has been at this a long time. Even though she came out of a radiology background, she got interested in real estate many years ago and joined the Exit team with the Garden Gate team because they had everything she needed to be a successful realtor. So maybe that's what you want to be, a successful realtor. They can attest to the fact for many, many years, Exit has been the team that has kept them on track and had everything that they needed for success. They brought a new branch in the Exit tree, Exit Prime Realty, a couple of years ago, and they are seeing great success as well. So go to their unique web pages, their unique Facebook pages. You can just Google either one of them, Rebecca Richards, Barry Richards, Exit Prime Realty, and you'll find everything you need to know about them. All that background information that I just shared, and you'll find all their listings. You'll find stuff up in Kentucky. Of course, they specialize in Robertson County properties because they're here. Cross-Plainians have been for 30 years, but they also buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state line in Kentucky. They're originally from Kentucky, like myself, and they've been all over. So Barry will list properties up in Nashville a lot. So you'll see things all over the place, and you're going to find something that you love, and you're going to love working with them. Maybe get a free market analysis of your place, or just let them run the numbers and see how much home you can qualify to buy. Those are the things that you need to think about before you step your foot into the real estate game. Barry and Rebecca Richards, Exit Prime Realty. You can check them out at sellwithbecky.com, sellwithbecky.com, or buy, robertsoncounty.com, or give them a call, 615-504-7425, 615-504-7425, or 7424. Let them know U-Turn sent you. All right, Sarah.
So Friday is P.S. I Love You Day. Have you heard of this day?
I have not.
So this day started actually in New York State by two daughters who lost their father to suicide.
Oh, man.
Which is a sad story. But what they did is they took it and they created a day that celebrates saying I love you. So it celebrates checking in on your people, sending a note of encouragement, right? Letting others know they're not alone.
Mm-hmm.
And the movement really has become popular in schools in particular. And so we've been invited into White House Middle School to help. And so it's like a purple is the official color. So you wear purple to show your support. And it is like a purple pep rally of positivity. It really is. It's like the perfect event for us to be a part of. And yes, and it's grown over the past, I think it's been, I'm going to mess it up now, but I think it's been 10 years, 6 to 10 years. I can't remember. But it's growing. And so the desire is that it would reach more and more schools. And so you can go on PS I Love You Day, their website, just type in PS I Love You Day. It might be .org, I believe, and you can check it out and you can actually sign up as well. And so there is a huge list of schools involved. I forgot to double check it. I don't want to mess up, but if you haven't heard of it, that means Greenbrier isn't yet.
I don't recall it. No, we do some things about the acts of kindness week and all that, which I think we're in right now. But it says psiloveyouday.net.
.net, thank you.
That's what it appears to be. Mm-hmm. So that is really cool.
Isn't that cool? So we're going to participate in that on Friday. And it's just the students are greeted with messages and encouragement and all of that as they come to school. So it's super fast, but a powerful way. Friday is also Galentine's Day too, for those that need that reminder. Galentine. So you celebrate your girlfriends. So if you don't have, I'm going to take my mother-in-law out. So we're going to go to dinner just to treat her.
So Galentine's Day. Okay.
Yep.
Well, so they do this on the day before Valentine's Day always, or the Friday, or
it is. Yeah, I can't remember. It's the Friday before Valentine's, or
okay.
I think
but it's like
last year it might have been.
Okay, so
but it's always a Friday.
It's always on a Friday. Okay, well, very cool.
I think
that's really cool. Okay,
I may have totally messed it up.
But P.S. I Love You Day. That is really cool. I love that, and it is about. I mean, I'm assuming it's about just
reminding people that they matter.
That they matter, because that's what happens a lot of the times with suicide.
Yes.
Yes. Or you just I mean, we've all dealt with it.
Yeah.
And you always wonder, what should you say? I've had people tell me the things that somebody said that stopped them.
Yes.
And a lot of the times it's just saying, "Hey, I love you. I would miss you."
Yep.
Yep.
And it can be something you're saying to a stranger too. Like you don't realize, because I've heard stories of people saying, a stranger just said this to me, you know, and you don't realize the impact of you noticing, because people want to be seen and heard, right, and understood.
Yeah.
So we're excited to be a part of that. I have a challenge for us as we say goodbye, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So I would love to challenge people to start their day with Stay Positive News. Now, not the first thing, pray and have your Bible time, but visit Stay Positive News, track your morning mood for 7 days, and tell me what you find. I think it's powerful.
Okay. So, get up and say your prayers and do your Devo, but then make sure that you tune in to Stay Positive News. Again, follow, share, all of those things. It makes a difference, guys. It really does make a difference, and they're growing, they're thriving, and we just love that.
Yeah,
and I love that y'all come in every week and just kind of keep us up to date on all the things.
Thank you for the opportunity.
So, it's my pleasure.
Fun.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Now, will you be back next week, or are you going to send somebody else?
Yeah, so next time it should still be me.
Okay.
Yeah, it should still be me.
Usually when we get into the summer.
Crystalline may pop in. But.
Yeah, but and you can, bring her with anytime.
Yeah,
But Crystalline's a great story if you haven't met her. She's such a kind of she grew into her entrepreneurial thing because I mean it was just things she was doing in high school that developed into a passion as she got older and in graduation. She's like, I think I'm just going to do this. And she just thrives, and she's a lot of fun to be around.
Yeah, and we're thank you. We're launching a business tonight, so we're having an open house tonight called ThriveHub.biz is the website. ThriveHub.biz. And so Crystal and I are doing that together along with Carrie Ann. We've got a couple others as well. So we're super excited. What's
it going to be?
It is a business support organization. So mentorship, workspace, away from home.
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
All the things, but we get to hang out and do that together. So
I love that. See, and you're such an entrepreneur. You're an entrepreneur yourself. So we were just talking yesterday about the need for entrepreneurial class. At school to have a class that's just entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So okay, there we go.
Absolutely.
And it's 8 o'clock. We have filled the time.
We have. They're ready to come in.
Thank you, friend.
Thank you.
Sarah Ricciardi, StayPositive.News. Check them out, follow them, and do all the things, and share, and help us out to spread the positive things here in Robertson, Sumner County. And one of those positive things is Lee Marie Astaire. She is coming up with the Ghost Show next, right here on 1100 WSGI. Don't go anywhere. Stay right there. We'll be back in just a moment.